So what you're going to see today is a little bit different than some of the other classes. We're going to be incorporating some of the basic work, but also taking you right through intermediate all the way to advanced. It's going to move rather quickly, and there won't be a lot of explanation or setup because an assumption is being made that you've been taking Pilates for a long time, that you're very comfortable with the movement patterns, even if I choose to adjust them along the way, that you at least have some familiarity with the original repertoire. So if we can begin class like that, I'll have you start sitting down. So taking a moment to inhale, filling up. And exhale, letting go, and finding that support right here from the beginning. Reminding yourself how free of tension you want to start the class with. Inhale, filling up. Exhale, shaking out whatever you need to do to find that place where you start the class feeling solid, lifted, supported, and ready. And inhale. And exhale. With each exhalation, you let go a little more. Starting with just a seated contraction. Inhaling here. Begin the exhale. We go rolling back. I'm going about halfway. Checking in with the collarbones, checking in with the body hold. Inhale. Start the exhale and up. Let's go ahead and lengthen at the end of it. So find the tailbone. Reach to the top. Inhale. Exhale. Determining the intention, making any adjustments you need. Inhale. And exhale. Growing a little taller. Inhale, we're going to work out. And exhaling down. Finding the stillness inside as soon as possible. You know the breath pattern. One more like that, just to get us a little looser, more supple, more able. And inhaling down here. With that, we're going down all the way on the next one. Exhaling down, placing your bones, finding your precision right from the beginning of class. Slide your feet in for comfort, rest your head, adjusting yourself for comfort on your mat. For the pelvic curl, inhale. Exhale, sink the abs, find that contraction, rolling your hips all the way up. Gentle stretch to the front of the body, inhale. And exhale, sequentially lengthening back down, piece by piece. Still taking inventory, and inhale. Inhale here at the top, finding those hamstrings, and down we go. I really like to take the first few minutes of class, you'll keep going, and just see what you see. Notice what you notice. Explore a little. That's where sort of some of the fidgeting can come in, I think. But then once we get going, exhaling down, once we get going, we'll try to make it a little more still, a little more flow, so that it becomes difficult to tell when one exercise ends and one begins, because we just keep the energy moving. Inhale, and this will be the last one down. Exhale down. Nice and simple. Just slide the arms out to a T position, palms up. And even here, if you allow the arms to go far, you can get a good stretch across the chest. So do that as you bring the knees up to tabletop. We'll come toward the front of the room for the spine twist supine. We go inhale, rotate. Start the exhale and draw the legs back to center. And inhale, feeling the rotation at the waist. And exhale. And inhale. Allowing the front of the chest to just be open and expansive. And if you do that, of course, the upper back will feel the same. And that's a theme I personally try to keep, even when my back is somewhat rounded. Keeping it going. We'll be glad we did later when we get to exercises like the side bend and the twist. It's all about preparing the body, isn't it? Coming back. Give yourself one more each way. Inhaling. Enjoy it. Maximize it. Taking joy out of these smaller moves. And last one. And bring it on home. Place the feet back down. I'm going to suggest that you keep them together. Glide the hands behind your head, fully lacing the fingers, allowing the elbows off the mat for chest lift. Inhale. Exhale, lengthening the back of the neck to curl you up to release your back into the mat. Hold. Inhale. And exhale as if you were lengthening further down the mat as you went down. And inhale. Exhaling up. Inhale, hold. And exhale. These first few fundamental exercises are not just a means to an end. This is our place. This is where you can make the connections you're going to need, because every exercise builds upon these. Inhale. And exhale. It's not just filler, as you know. Inhale. Exhaling up. Feeling the bones almost come closer together. Ease in the neck and shoulders. And down. Changing it a little bit just to increase the flexibility of our backs, hopefully. Inhale. Starts the same. Exhale up. Keeping your eyes forward and the shoulders down. Inhale, reach to the back of the legs. Does not necessarily mean higher, but intensify. Exhale, somewhere in there. Inhale, keep your position, but raise the arms up. Put them behind your head and lengthen yourself down. So more than just a slow return to the mat, you are in fact working. Exhale when it's time to come up. Inhale to the back of the legs. Intensify. If you feel like you're high enough, just fold more or squeeze more. Inhale, arms up. Put them back and stretch to lengthen out. And inhale. Up we go. Arms to legs. So this workout is really about you exploring yourself. You're not going to see me correcting Meredith and Layla much, if at all, unless I really catch something. And of course, they're going to correct me if they see something. Moving on to just a little chest lift with rotation, exhaling up. This is about what is my body doing? What does it need? Go ahead to the legs with the arms. Inhale. Exhale, sink to pull. Arms are reaching up. Put them behind you. We're going toward the curtain first. Exhale to rotate. Shoulder to hip. Inhale through center and shoulder to hip. Keeping the fluidity of your movements so that you feel like you're just energizing one direction of your body, opposing the other. And you just keep that feeling throughout the workout. And giving you 2 more. Back to the center. Inhale, reaching to the back of the legs as your glutes should be a little tight here. Exhale, sink to come up. Inhale, arms are up. Keep them straight. Turn the palms away from you, reaching all the way back to the mat with your head and spine, but keep the arms just off the mat. Legs up to tabletop, preparing for the 100. Zip up like you know how to do. Inhale. Exhale, set your position by curling up. Inhale, hold, check in. Here we go. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice long breath. 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in, and 6. This is where you start making it more about how you want it to feel. Intensify if you want to intensify, get calm if you want to get calm, and out, 2, 3. Going one more round here, and out, 2, 3, 4. Finish the inhales. Draw the legs in, set the feet on the ground, reach the arms back, turn the palms toward each other. Backside of the ribcage still on the mat, preparing for your roll up. Legs are together, they're long, inner thigh strongly together. Avoid too much knee tension. Here we go, inhale. Exhaling, take your time, enjoy it. Keep the precision. Inhale, nice long curves of the body. Exhale as we roll back. And lightly touch you, ready to go. You feel the ribs drop into the mat. That'll force your head, neck, and shoulders up. Now, at this point, I sort of know what's coming, but if you want to make it harder, you can take your arms higher on your way down. I'm kind of content at the moment. And back. And inhale. Rather focusing on both sides of the body. So clearly it's the abdominals, but what about your glutes? What about the inner thigh and hamstrings? Something. Some involvement. And though it appears we're stopped, we're not. We're energetically still squeezing. Not even energetically. We, in fact, are still contracting strongly, no matter the movement appears still. Especially right here. Deep, deep powerhouse. And down. One more. Strong. We're going back down. Here it comes. Taking the arms around all the way to the T position. Stabilize through the trunk, taking up the leg closest to the back of the room. Tabletop. Reestablish stability in the middle. And then with ease, the leg just floats to the sky. Nice and easy. Encourage hamstring stretch by flexing that foot if you can. Here we go. Full circle, full inhale around across the midline. Inhale around, same direction. Exhale. And inhale. And inhale. One more full breath cycle. Changing directions outside. Inhale around up. Exhale. And inhale, paying attention to the bony landmarks. And one more breath cycle. Keep reaching through all lines of your body. This is it. Hold it up there. Articulate through the foot. Let's not forget the foot. Point the toe. Bend that knee and cross over for a stretch. Bring it on back through. Slide the leg out. Adjust your hips so you feel level and ready to go. It's all about the setup, as you know. And in no sense rushing, but find what you need to find. Extend and grow the leg, and the higher the leg, the more heavy the hips become. Flex the foot. Across the midline we go. Around, inhale. To exhale. And inhale, stirring up that hip joint. And exhale. Sometimes in an effort to really hold still in the pelvis, we start to create tension in the neck. So check that on yourself. And this is it. Changing directions. Inhale around, freedom. Exhale. Inhale. And you get one more full cycle. That's an inhale and an exhale. There's the in and here's the out. Articulate through the foot. Point. Bend the knee and cross over. Bring it back. Slide it out. Readjusting so you're back to straight. Just hug the air, hug the imaginary tree, if you will, straight up. Some action through the pecs. Here comes one more roll up from here. Inhale and exhale, finding each bone as you come up. Keep your abdominal powerhouse contraction. Just move forward on your mat for rolling like a ball. Bring it in as close as you want. You choose the variation you want, keeping it nice and strong. Here we go. Inhale, roll back. Exhale, up, hold. And inhale, back. Exhale, up, hold. And nice and smooth. Whatever version you're used to doing, whether it's with the knees together, apart, really tight, really open, change it in some way for yourself. Slow it down, perhaps. Make it quieter. Make the rollback shorter so you don't get quite as high. See if you can still come back up. One more time. Hold. Hands to your knees, you know. We're also close to the front. Put your feet down. Back up a little. And then bring it back. We're going into double leg stretch, so maybe slightly different order than you're used to, but we're basically going to cover you'll see. Slow down, roll down, slow down. Ending in tabletop. Squeezing through the inner thighs, double leg stretch. Inhale, hold it there when you get there. Press down deeper in the belly. Exhale, come around and hold. Feel free. In fact, I'd like to challenge you to bring your knees in really close without raising the tailbone. And it's as if the legs are being sucked back to the body from right under the chest. There's expansion. There's contraction everywhere, right? So let's keep our bodies in that rhythm as well. You get one more. Hold it in. Take your right leg. Hug it in close. Even here, a little inner thigh, right? A little glute, a little. And change. And. Now, de-energize the leg. I know it's probably not a word, but let it relax through the leg, deeper in the body. The energy just continues on throughout that foot. And getting 4 more singles. 1, press, 2, press, 3, and both in. Bring them both in, hands behind your head. Let the feet go down. Inhale, touch barely. Exhale, bring them up. Again, inhale down. And up. Keep the knees up. Inhale, upper body lengthens down. Oh, you're not done. Come right back up. Exhale. Don't forget the glutes here. It's real easy to, and I'm not asking for a lot. Just enough to know they're there. And up. Get up to your normal spot. Extend your right leg. Twist to your left. And let's go. And think it's shoulder to hip. Not a lot of elbow movement, okay? I'm basically wanting you to stay flexed as you rotate. Little to no lateral flexion. And finding the stability. Let's slow it down, gang. Here we go. Squeeze. Hold 1. And longer. I'm just trying to milk it. Get more out of what you normally do. Don't just stop. Last one here. Back to the center. Bend both knees. And everything comes down, reaching the arms overhead. Feet slightly apart, as if you were going to do a pelvic curl. Because you are. Shoulders are down. Back of the ribs down. Here comes inhale. Exhale with precision. Rolling up. Press the arms through the air until they land on the mat alongside you. And inhale when you get there. Again, still expanding. Exhale to come back down. And inhale. Exhale to peel up one more time. Inhale. Exhale down. Last bit, I'm going up. Exhale to stay up, peeling, finding the hamstrings. Take a second, because so often the pelvic curl is one of those positions I think we take for granted sometimes. So while here, take an inhale. Minimize tension just about everywhere you can, and then go back to the idea of pulling on. Here's an exhale. Draw the abdominals so deep that the pubic bone comes even closer to your chest and your tailbone reaches, looking for hamstrings. Extend one leg straight up to the ceiling. Doesn't matter which. Hips level. Slow first, reaching long, and continue. See how low you can go prior to anything changing. That's about it from me. Flex and come up, and now we'll go a little faster. And we go. And shoulder bridge, right? Checking the ribs. One more. We'll come back up and replace the leg. Adjusting seamlessly to the other side, growing, reaching. Do one slow. It's always a little different, I find, on each leg. See what you get without any sort of weird torque, and bring it up, and here we go. Exhaling down 1. I like to flex up, point down, and you don't have to. Let that be the last thing you worry about. One more to come up. Put the foot back. Inhale, check your alignment. Adjust where you need to, and roll down. Extend your leg closest to the front of the room onto the mat. Extend your other leg up. Curl up and find that leg looking forward, somewhere around inner thigh probably. Draw it a little closer to you if you can. And at the same time, press the hamstring down. Hamstring pull. 1, kick, kick, change. And I do want you to go to the floor. I'm doing that on purpose. Find the opposition. Find the press into the floor as you pull from that other side. And let's do the same thing, hands behind your head. Hamstring pull 2. And why not? A few with the hamstring pull 3. That just means twist. And giving you 2 more. Here they come. Both legs will come up and hold them up. And just let your head come down. Release the arms down by your side. Roll over from here. Inhale. Exhale up to go over. Hit horizontal. Hold for a moment. Flex your feet. Push the energy out through the feet. Separate your feet. Lower them if you have that flexibility, and down you come on the exhale. Find the tailbone. Feel free to lower the legs, just don't arch your back. Inhale. Exhale up, over. Flex, separate, and lower. My good friend Monica and Adrian have been teaching me not to drive energy through my knees. And so I'm going to encourage you to think that way. It doesn't mean bend the knees. It just means let everything above the knee work, everything else basically going along for the ride. Separate your feet, lower them, and down. From the chest, from the front of the ribs, into the hips, and down. Let's do a few the other way. So it just means open to a V. Exhale up, over. Watch those knees. You should have some sense of glute contraction. Flex, close, and down we go. And so again, it's not a slow return. You're opposing your return by reaching through the feet. Inhale, or the legs, I should say. Flex, close. Enjoy. Soften where you can. As we continue, last one, to move at the pace we are, you're going to have to find those moments where you can just really focus in on the powerhouse and let what else you can go. Yeah, from there, hug the knees in momentarily. This. And stretch your legs out onto the mat. Nice and long. Placing the fingers behind your head for the neck pull. Take your time, okay? Here we go. Inhale. Feel free to let the elbows come forward. Exhale. Put them back when you can. Rounding over, but knowing that it's not necessarily about the stretch. In fact, it's not at all. Find the belly, find the back extensor, sit up tall, hinge back a little upper back extension, and then without too much drama, roll back down. And we go. Inhale. Inner thighs will help you. Over. Inhale, lengthening. Tall. Hinge. Being mindful that the hips must go with you. Do not leave the hips behind and only arch your back. It's a hinge from the hip joint. And we'll do two more. Oh, the breath is our friend. The breath is our tool. Wring out all the breath so that it becomes easy to inhale. Hinge. And one more. In fact, this is just to get up. All the way over. We'll roll up the back. Holding it up here. We're not going back again, but do you still have some glute contraction? Long necks. Release the arms forward. In fact, we're going to need them to separate our feet, aren't we? Spine stretch, and I will go right into spine stretch with back extension. So if you don't know it, watch it, but here we go. Inhale. Exhale, head first. Feeling yourself vertically going down for the first, at least half of this. And then you can travel forward a little so long as your hips don't move. Now they're going to move as you press, lengthen, lift into a diagonal line. Everybody's range will be different. Whatever you do, get long. Exhale, re-round, and roll back up, checking those shoulders. And beautiful. Inhale, continue the energy going up. Exhale to round. Good. Inhale, anteriorly tilt the pelvis so that you can find the long line. Arms up by your ears, and take a second, because sometimes we think we're there and we're just not giving ourselves enough time. And exhale, round. From the lowest part of your abdominal wall and the inner thigh, I would say, roll yourself back up. Inhale. Greatest exercise in the world, in my opinion. And down. Getting it all here. Check neck tension. Grow, float, lengthen. Challenging your range each time. And feeling your body become more supple, yet strong, and in some ways calm. Inhale if you haven't, exhale down. Find the actual stretch to the spine. It sometimes goes missing once we know we're headed to back extension. Come on up, Mary. And let's hang out for 1 second. Can you hinge more with a flat back? Or do you need to bend your knees? That would be fine. Let's get the back. One more inhale if you haven't. Exhale, take it round and roll up. And I will do one last piece to that, which is the a small variation on what you've already done, and exhale. Feel the abdominals, feel that vertical rolling down and slightly forward now. Inhale to find the back extension. Hanging out there. And from very subtle movement, because we should already be there, we are, gently contract the rhomboids. Not a lot of move. I think sometimes when we've been doing Pilates a lot, we get in this habit of, oh, I know I need to work my back extensor, so we thrust the chest. It's almost a diagonal line, even though the rhomboids are the main focus. How about one more? Holding it there. Inhale, oh, we're not done. Can we lean forward more? Exhale, rotate to one side. Inhale, back to center. Soften the neck. Exhale, the other side. Inhale, back to center. I think that's good. And exhale, round down. Oh, let's hang out for 1 second. That's good. Roll up. Just bring your feet either towards you or you towards your feet, maybe a little bit of both, for open leg rocker. So I probably will talk through this setup because I can't help it. Get behind the tailbone. I think it's just the key. It's the absolute key. Forget your arms and legs, truly. And then extend one leg. Don't even worry if your back's fully straight yet. Now you got to think about it. But before you straighten your back, you've got to keep those sit bones or glutes involved. Here we go. Without much release of the chest at all, we go. Inhale, roll back. Exhale up. And hold. Finding the back extensors as your break. The subtlest little thought of shifting your balance will take you there and up. And I always think of Rail on this one. He says, just think it. Just slightly think of it. Shifting your balance and it'll happen. Bringing your mind into your body. And again, off. All right, now we're going to do 2 more. Let's do whatever you're doing, but relax it a little bit. One more time. Find it. Bring the feet together. Let go. It's like drawing the femurs deep into the body. Separate your feet and have a seat. Adjust yourself so you feel upright for the saw. A stretch is coming, I promise. Here we go, toward the front. Inhale, rotate. Check your ribs, check your length. Exhale, reaching out. And I'm choosing the version of an extended body. Okay, there is some flexion, but extend it as much as possible. Inhale, sit up and pull yourself center. Inhale, rotate, no change to the lower body. Exhale, hinging to reach. And inhale, sitting up. Exhaling home. And inhale to exhale. Checking opposite hips. You're in full control. And inhale. Reaching, enjoy, and let's go just slightly faster. Inhale to exhale there, and up all the way around, and exhale, just as precise. Yes, it's almost like you're pumping the air out, right? Turn it more into a breathing exercise right now. I don't even mean louder, I just mean use that middle body to pump the air out. I'm doing 2 more here. And coming back to center. Bring everything together. Take your arms behind you. Just a little back support prep. Rolling the shoulders back and down, fingers toward your heels. Wanting to get you to work your hamstrings for the moment. We go. Just lifting up. Use your glutes, hamstrings to find that long straight line looking to the ceiling. Hinge at the hip joint to come down. Lightly touch the glute. And we'll go again. Feel the expansion and down. If this is one of those exercises that still feels like an arm thing, arm exercise, well, it is partly, but draw weight toward the bottoms of your feet. Or better said, use your hamstrings more. Come on down, last one coming up. And up, and down. Great. Just do a forward fold for a moment. We're about to head into some hip extension bridging 2, and I want you to make sure your hamstrings feel ready. I think I'll leave that there. So on the off chance that your hamstrings still need a little bit more warmth, from your forward fold, back your hands up just a little, somewhere on your shin, and then articulate the pelvis forward or anteriorly tilt or lengthen your back, using a little pull from the arms or lat. And then see if you can round over a little more. This is nothing for you, Layla. Perhaps you could flex your feet or something, I don't know. Can make another circle, roll yourself up. Okay, I will not waste your time anymore. All right, that was more for myself. We're going down for scissors, and you, okay, good. I wasn't gonna implicate you. Scissors, bicycle, and control balance all in one. Take a break if you need it. Here we go, take yourself down. Bending your knees, and not quite sure how you all get into it, but I'm gonna be specific about this one as well. So bend your knees, and then extend your legs up overhead to do a rollover. Inhale, here it comes. Exhale, roll over. Then from there, we'll simply, for me, I have to walk my arms in a little closer. Bend your knees, that's up to you. Then hands somewhere on your low back, mid back maybe, anteriorly tilt again. So in effect, you're hyperextending your back, and you're gonna allow the top of your hips to rest in your hands. Being mindful not to wrap the fingers around. I don't think that's a great idea for the wrists or the fingers. And finding a balance from here. Let's do this. Extend, keep one knee falling towards your chest, and reach the other leg long. And as you do that, press the leg toward the floor, but as you do that, lift the hips up out of your hands. Make it about the hamstring. Other leg, reach it up, but let's not go quite to your face, right? Hold back on that forward leg. And hopefully the scissors toward the ceiling, and we go pulse, pulse, change. Reach that far leg. That's the one you're thinking about. Pulse, pulse, change. Find the opposition of almost lifting your hips out of your hands as that leg reaches long and toward the floor, either one for that matter, and pulse, pulse. Find ease in your neck. Sometimes it's a simple matter of, oh yeah, I don't have to use that, and pulse, pulse. And because we've got other things, we're gonna hold this one. The leg furthest from you bends and tries to touch the floor, and cycle through. You don't have to touch the floor, it's just a goal, right? I'll get it one way, we'll see about the other. And touch. And as usual, right, you're not gonna change the body much. This one does in fact have that hyperextension. One more here. Reverse it, reach it so the top leg bends. Cycle through, reaching for the floor. Finishing it, so at one point you really pull through. Giving you two more patterns. On this next one, leave the top leg over, bring the other one to line it up. Allow the hips and trunk powerhouse to lift up out of your hands. For a moment, just release your hands. Recommit to the idea of, yes, I'm rounded in my back, though I'm long, and it's not just abs. It will not work, and it will protect you if it is. Take one or both arms overhead, meaning you can do it one at a time or together. Flex one foot, lower it into both hands, keep the hands on the floor. And I'm gonna minimize my talking at this point. Reach the other leg up to the sky. Double pulse, take your time. And right up to the ceiling. Two more passes. Stillness in the body. Hold that. Lower the foot back down into the other hand. Draw your chest away from the chin. Keep your hands on your feet and slowly roll down. Somewhere about halfway, you may decide you want to rock back and forth. I often like to bend my knees a little as I take my hands to the outside edge of the feet and gently go side to side. But we don't want to get too relaxed, so let's just close that up, let that fun end, and go shins parallel to the floor. Hold on behind the thighs. Curl your head, neck, and shoulders up, please. You can move the thighs away from you, but try not to straighten the legs. We're going to slowly roll up on whatever breath you want. Finding it, the beginning of our teaser, right? Let's go down again. Keep the shins where they are. Control. Ease in the neck. Shoulders are heavy or relaxed, however you see it. And then once you've come near, the shoulder blades will come again. I bet this crowd wants to not hold on, huh? Right. Well, I'm just saying, that's what we said in the beginning. And down. And up. Last one. Right, set the feet down. Just swivel so you face the front. This way, both of you. Yeah. Yep. All right, top leg in front. Far hand is out. Let's look for a place where, what do I want to say? You've got it, you were about to lift up and we don't want to have to go over the wrist. So I think yours looks great, Layla. Yep, all right. Zip up through the inner thigh. I'm not going to have us use much of the leg to come up. I'm doing the side bend, just so you know. From here we go. Inhale to lift up. Hang out for a second. Feel in your body the long line of the T. Out the crown of the head, out the feet. Now from your waist, not your hand, exhale up over. Inhale, come back to your T. And bend the knees to come down and away. I'll leave the legs straight in just a second. And bring, inhale, lift up. Exhale, up, over, over. Inhale, come back to your T. Bend the knees, come toward your feet. Next time we change it. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, light on your wrist as much as possible. Up to go over. There we go. Inhale, back to the T. And from here, leave your legs straight if you can. Hinge at the waist, hovering just off the ground. That's it. That's it. And up again. Inhale, lift. Exhale, up, over. Inhaling to the T. And hinge. We'll do 2 twists out of this. Inhale, lift, just to the T. Now, pike the hips. You're reaching across the chest. Spiraling, looking for a long, extended spine. Inhale, reopen as you come right back to your T, hinge at the waist, or bend the knees for a little break on the arm. And up, inhale. Exhale, pike and reach under, under, under. Inhale to reopen and hinge. I'm doing one more. I know I said 2, but it just feels wrong. Up 3. Granted, I sat one out, but here we go. Up, under, all the way. Inhale to reopen, hanging out, bend the lower knee. Slide that top foot out. I'm moving to my fist, and I partly do that just to pull weight away. So you're all good. Top hand to your ear. Look down your body, make sure that the front of the hip is long. If you guys can go higher, don't let me limit you. Okay, here we go. Side kick, kneeling. It's kick, kick. You go ahead, Layla, I'll move out. And kick, kick. And allow the foot to flex so you get the maximum contraction or stretch through the hamstring. Press, press, stillness, and one more here, pulse, pulse, reach, take your leg to the side, check your neck, is it still down, or long I should say, try to raise the leg a little higher, probably going to feel it more in the lower hip, that's cool, and bend the knee, set it down, and stretch toward the hip that was, the leg that was in the air, just reaching into it. Carry on, sit right onto that hip. Top leg in front. Stabilize through the shoulder. And here we go. Inhale, side bend. Checking all your positions. Exhale, up to go over, turning your head at the last minute, but keep the body still. Inhale, reopen. And down. Yes, again. Inhale, lift up. Inner thighs are helpful here, and lift from the waist. It's as if you're taking that lower armpit right into the hip. Inhale, reopen, and bend. And inhale, up and over. Inhale, open. This is where we hinged at the hips, so it's up to you. It doesn't have to be big. Protect the lower shoulder. That's the main thing, and up we go. Inhale, and over. Inhale, lengthen, hinging. Here comes our 3 twists. Inhale. It's from this low oblique. Lift it to pike, reach under, across the hip. That back leg hardly has any weight on it when you get there. Inhale, reopen, balance yourself out. Hinge or bend the knees. Ooh, and up, and under. So as we get more challenging, this is where you got to honor your body too, and not just push because we're trying to push, but rather stay in the integrity of the exercise. The last one, up and under. Reaching, reopen, finishing it into the side kick kneeling. Lower leg down, take some weight out of that arm initially, fist perhaps, and from there we go. Exhale, kick forward and back and forward and back. Good work. Yes. So one more way to challenge the center. One more coming at you. Bring it back to the side of your body. Re-relax at the knee joint if it's tight, and lift. Lift as if someone were pulling on your leg, trying to take you with it without hinging at the hip, and bend to take your stretch. Once again, carry on to just sit right on that hip, extend your legs out in front of you. You got the prep earlier. Really, it wasn't the prep, was it? It was back support, but now we'll do leg pull back. It's your choice. If you don't want to do the kicking, just breathe in your back support. We'll see. Not quite sure what's going to happen. It's one of those. Okay, so to make it even the shot at being successful, what are your shoulder blades doing? Going down. Chest is up, squeeze the glutes, and definitely rely on them. Here we go, just to set your position. See what you've got. Pick a leg, and I'll do 4 on each side. I'm going to exhale coming up, and no big deal. Let's change sides carefully. 1 and 2. Okay, good. We'll do that again soon, and have a seat. Draw your abs in deeply. I'm scooting forward just to get in the middle for teasers. So, behind the sits bone. Getting calm. Would you like to know what we're going to do? Or just do it? All right, go for it. So from here, grow the legs. Stretch the arms. Roll down, leave the legs there. You're going all the way. Reaching back, touch the back of your head. Teaser 1. And up. It's like a roll up in the air. All the connections you've made. Optional arms overhead as usual. Roll the hip bones deeper into your body as you place the spine down. Touch and shoulders towards hips. Reaching up. Stay here. Raise the legs. Just leave the arms. Raise the legs. And doesn't need to be big. It needs to be deep. One more. Hold, inhale. We'll exhale, roll down, teaser 3. Place. The legs won't quite reach the ground. The head will. With control, inhaling up. Exhaling down. And up, 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 and down. We need to precisely or carefully come up one more time. Oh. Okay, bend, set feet down, turn up, take a stretch forward. Even the rhythm of class, you know, it's like this, it gears up and then you kind of calm it down, but not so much that you lose focus, but it's important to kind of come and go with the intensity. And that's about enough non-intensity, so let's roll up. And what I'd like you to do is just swing your legs so that you're on your hands and knees, like so. Placing, I'm going to say right foot in front, just so I can keep track of myself here, on your knees. Yeah. And from here, so keep it so that the knees over the ankle, I'm just going into hip flexor stretch here, as if you're going to tuck the pelvis, start to lift up. Reaching for the ceiling. And I think to not only lengthen the front of your body, the front of the hip, but also the back of your body, the back of your upper back, or the upper back. Reaching into it. Got weight on both feet. You could easily, almost easily lift up on both. From here, put weight in your forward leg, sort of level out your body a little. Push with your forward leg to come off that knee on the back for a hamstring stretch. And you definitely want more of a flat back than you do a straight leg. So Pay attention to what you need. Feel for it. Feel free to flex the foot if that feels better to you. Adjust the leg if need be. Play with pointing and flexing. What do you need? Whatever you do, extend your spine, extend your chest. Deep breath in. And let's repeat that. Just being a little careful going over the knee. I always kind of put the weight forward, get off the kneecap as I roll over, and up again. It's one of those places where you can really feel a lot of support in the center, and everything else is relatively relaxed. And right forward, push the forward leg enough to help you inch back in the hips. Hips level, neck is part of your spine, so include it. Hopefully getting in a little further on that one. And then just allow the foot to release. Hands down by your side. Return that foot back to a straight leg, heading into a plank. From here, we're going to release the elbows, but don't let your body move at all. So it's really tiny. I didn't give you guys a warning on this one. So all you're doing is, can I release my elbows without dropping at all, and straighten them? It's just your push-up prep. Release elbows, straighten. So if you're seeing or feeling any drop at all, it means your shoulders aren't quite as stable as they could be. A little release and bend. Release. One more time. Right. And then allow the back knee or the right knee to come down. Left leg comes forward. Coming into your stretch. Taking the time you need. Each side different. Using the forward leg to help you unweight the back leg to start to extend your spine. Feel free to move the foot. Finding those wide collarbones again. Flat backs. Just think forward. That's all. And adjusting forward and weight the back leg to get over the kneecap and up. One more inhale. Exhaling, take it forward. Hamstring again, pushing the weight back, including your neck. What more can you get from it? And then release it. Taking the foot back again to a plank-like position, heading both feet into a plank. And for a moment, if this were all we were going to do, we would just solidify through the center, and we would send the energy through the heels, we'd send the energy out the crown of the head, and that would be enough. So stay there if you want to, or we'll take the left leg just off the floor. Actually, not just off. Try and extend it just beyond the glute without changing anything else. Keep the toes pointed to the floor so you're in parallel. Take that leg to the side as far as you can without turning the leg out and bring it back. You might even cross over the midline a little bit. Do it again, same side. All else stays the same. Breathing however it suits you. Two more. But watch your neck. And one more. And back, put that leg down. Get calm through the neck and shoulders, other leg up. Trying to extend just beyond the hips so you have true hip extension to the side, reaching out. That's no excuse to drop the hips or the back and out. Doesn't need to be huge. It wouldn't be, right? If you stay parallel, it won't be. 3 out of the 4. From here, toes back down. Draw the abdominals in. It's going to feel almost like the sternum gets pushed into your body. You let the head drop. You're walking back to your feet with your hands. Make sure you're still on the mat, probably with your feet, and then roll up. Still energetically moving. Inhale. As you exhale, feel the rib bones close in on themselves. You let the head be heavy. We're rolling back down for the push-up. Keeping the shoulders in their pockets. Walk out 1, 2. You're there by 3. Reestablishing your position. And from here, we inhale, bend the elbows. Exhale, press up. 1. Inhale, bend elbows. Exhale, press up. 2. Inhale. Exhale from there. Once again, drawing into the abdominals. Let the head come down. Avoid walking side to side, but just straight back as you now roll up. Taking the deep breath here at the top to get longer. And down we go. Reaching the arm forward, but again, keeping the shoulder girdle protected and in its place as you set yourself up. And inhale to lower. Exhaling up. Just about everything we've worked so far needs to be in place here. One more time. Lift from the front of the body to walk back. 2, 3 to roll up. And inhale. We're going to go down one more time. Exhaling, unfurling. And walk it out, keeping your energy, keeping the length. And hold 3 push-ups, or just stay there, and up 1. A gentle reach of the armpits towards your hips, 2. And hold up 3, slowly lowering yourself all the way down. At any point, feel free to lower the knees to protect the shoulder. And we go all the way down, turning your heads to one side, let's say toward the curtain first. Reaching the arms behind your back for double leg kick. Elbows are down. Bending the knees, feet together, knees can be slightly apart, and we go. Kick 1, 2, 3. Inhale for length today, not height. And turn the head and kick 1, 2, 3, and reach long. Inhaling. Even here, trying to pull the abdominals up and change. And kick 1, 2, 3, and stretch long. Beautiful. And 1 and 2, control 3, stretch, energizing the back of the legs. Just 2 more like that, and releasing those shoulders all the way, and I meant elbows, of course. And last one, 2, 3, and stretch. Abs deep, deep, deep. Release the hands, feet are apart but close to the ground. Arms come overhead. For swimming, we go. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. Keeping the heads up a little bit so you get the full extension, and exhale. And inhale, and exhale. Giving you just one more set, make it long. In the breath, and out. Just inhale, stretching long, and lower your bodies to the mat. Taking a moment to release, relax the back just by laying here. And with that, hands by your shoulders, press up into a rest position. And we'll do an exercise, usually done on the reformer. Combination basically comes like so. I think I can talk you through it. From here, draw the abdominals in, round your low backs like you're doing a knee stretch. Keep your arms out where they were. And just start to roll forward into a down stretch position. So you keep the hamstrings and glutes engaged as you come into extension, looking forward. And then from here, lift through the rib cage. Let your head come down. A deep curve of the low back, the whole back really. Almost get to your heels and then come back again. I'll inhale the whole way forward. Unfurl, extend, kind of light on the arms. And exhale to lift up and go back. Almost make it, and then we return. Inhaling up. And exhale. And inhale. Once we get here, let's stay here for the moment. Keeping your body still, take your eyes and look over one shoulder. The shoulders themselves stay where they are. And come through. Other side. Lifting up, you're going to want the back of your body helping you. And back. And once again, from the abdominals around back. This time you can go all the way to the heels. And with that, we'll just help ourselves up. Take the legs out in front of you. Arms are behind you. Get just behind the tailbone for hip circles. Placing one hand in front, the other. Take your legs to the front, your arms and upper body to the back. Open the arms and the legs, exhale all the way around. Okay, again. One more. Hold, quiet the body. Ooh, other way, legs. And One more. Center. Bend the knees, set your feet down, and separate the knees for a stretch. And with that, bring yourself back up. A few more things to do here. Taking yourself down all the way onto your mat for jackknife and boomerang. And from here, we draw the knees up, hug them close together. Allow the legs to reach up, and with just as much precision as the beginning of class, here we go. Exhale to roll over. From there, keeping the body still, let the legs touch down, inhaling all the way up to the ceiling, finding the length, and exhale, imprinting the bones of your spine into the mat, one by one as you come down, readjusting the shoulders. Inhale for number 2 of 3. Exhale. And down to go up. And allowing yourself to come down. You are going to pike a little when you come down. You've got to. Otherwise, you're just going to strain your neck. Up to go over. With control, tap down, up, kind of dynamic. Yeah. And down we go. Taking our time. When we get there, extend the legs in front of you. We're going to roll right up, cross the legs, and come forward, right into boomerang. So from here, shoulders remain down, inner thigh strong. We'll go right from here. Inhale, exhale when it feels right. Arms down by your side to come up over. Inhale, switch the cross of the legs. Exhale to bring it up. Fluid, controlled into your teaser. Taking the arms up, reaching the arms behind, lace the fingers or set them on the floor. Expand the chest, and down we go. Inhale. You've got to breathe how it works for your body at this level, at this stage of the game. No holding it, no waiting for the cues. You do what you need to do, and up and around. Extend, and then pull the legs deeper into the body to help you down. 2 to go. It's almost like a massage, isn't it? Inhale, switch the cross. Exhale to bring it up. Up, up, up. Go ahead with the arms up and around. Big expansive inhale. And bring it down. Last one. And inhale, switch, keeping those glutes ever so lightly involved. Exhale, we come. Around. Enjoy. And return to the mat. Taking a moment there. And then bring yourselves up. Drawing your feet close to you. Anything I left out you'd like me to do? I know there's more we could do, but I'm going to keep going. Steel puppy it is. Good. Taking one leg and cradle it way up high in the elbow joint, other side as well. And then just check what might have happened with the collarbones. Keep them wide. So let's do our 3 claps here. 1, 2, 3, roll back. 3 beats. 1, 2, 3, and up. And 1, 2, 3. Da, da, We'll do 2 more and end with a stand. This will be the last one. Coming forward, release the hands, lean forward. And then just face it. Let's finish with some breathing, center breathing, and roll. Letting go where you can. Heart rates might still be up a little, so you could stay up a little bit longer and just focus on the breath, or heel rise perhaps in here. Exhale to roll back up. Standing just a little taller than you. Inhale.
moment here and just let gravity take over. Gently circle like your head, gently sway, whatever feels right to you. One exception, you do have to hold the abs a little. And then from there, we come back up. Inhale, restacking the knees over the ankles. The pelvis rolls to be placed just over the knees. Space is created between the hips and the ribs, so the ribs can be placed over the hips. And of course, the shoulders just slide further down. Head comes up, and from here, inhaling up. Exhaling down. This is sort of the last chance to bring whatever you need back in terms of energy and oxygen and life, and let go of whatever you don't want to hang on to anymore. And because I just said that, I thought one last thing. Here it is. I need to get rid of that. Inhale up. That's what I needed.